Welcome back. So we're delving into the arts now, but in a continental way, and we're doing so joyfully to renew the partnership between Nollywood and Gollywood, or to go down memory lane and, recall the days of yore when there used to be a very, interesting collaboration between both industries. And joining us to, explore that conversation this morning is an award-winning Ghanaian actor in the person of Mr. Harold Amenyah. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Brief.
It's a pleasure to be here. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Awesome.
You're looking good.
Thank you. So are you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell me about the 13 kinds of women.
13
so there are 13 kinds of us.
I know.
Okay, let me just sit back for this one.
13 kinds of women is a very interesting story. I mean, from the day I received the script, I just couldn't put it down, because just when you thought you knew women enough, then the writer then begins to explore different aspects of how women can be. So it just tells a story of, like I said, different faces, the different challenges, different aspects of women in a very unique way. It's a project, obviously, that is by Red TV. Red TV is obviously a Nigerian brand that is owned by UBA, right? So, it's something we shot last year, end of last year, and then it got outdoored this year. So 13 episodes on UBA's Red TV. Very interesting project.
I suspect
you should watch it.
She's not really asking about the movie. She's asking about
the women.
13 kinds of women.
13 kinds of women.
But it's okay.
Maybe we'll leave that. Let's leave that for the viewers to go watch and then explore for themselves. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to know where I belong.
Well, when you watch it, I'm sure you'll find a place there. You find a place there.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go into the industry now, and it's December. It's time for reflection.
Right.
So talk to us about the Ghana movie industry. What we call is it Gollywood now? How has it fared in the past year?
Gollywood has had a very interesting journey. It's had its ups and downs. But for me, even before I got into the industry, I've always observed like an up and down terrain for our industry. And I think pre-COVID, just before COVID, and just a few years after COVID, it took a hit. But it's coming back strong. It's been revived in the last couple of years because we have the likes of Makwaba Magic, which is the equivalent of Your African Magic, owned by MultiChoice, right, churning out a lot of projects, commissioning producers to, film series here and then even movies, feature films. So the introduction of Makwaba Magic in our market has really, kind of revived it and, allowed it to breathe again. So it's a good time. We're hoping that it continues from where it started now, or it's resurrected now. We can only hope that it gets better.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you said just before you got into the movie industry. So I'm curious about what happened before then. Who was Harold before the Harold we know now?
Yes. So I started off doing commercials. I've done more commercials. In fact, I'm known for more commercials than movies, because I did a lot of hit commercials that will become household names, if there's anything like that. So that's pretty much what I was doing, more of TV modeling. And then I did a bit of hosting gigs. I've done a few TV hosting gigs here and there. So before acting, that's exactly what I was doing. And then, of course, now with the advent of technology and then the internet, content creation is something that I love to do, because obviously, if you love to take pictures and then your videos always look crispy, then obviously I think content creation is something that you take. So
it just comes naturally.
It comes naturally. There you go.
So let's talk about why you're in Nigeria. I don't know how often you come to Nigeria. I suspect you come every other week.
Not yet, but very soon.
But clearly, Nigeria's movie industry is quite huge.
Yes.
It's very funny because back here, a lot of people tell you, it should be bigger than this. But I imagine for people watching from outside, they're like, you guys are doing great stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, it's Nigeria. We always challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
So speak to us about the collaboration, because that's where Bukola started from. We've seen lots of Ghanaian actors over the years coming to Nigeria, doing great stuff, going back. And people are like, no, come back. We have a house for you. In fact, we have a wife for you or a husband. Stay back. So first, talk to us about the collaboration, how it has been, perhaps how they reached out to you and what that collaboration gave birth to?
So I'm here to promote Everybody Loves Jenifa, and also the premiere of it. I came for the premiere of it, which was just last Sunday. Everybody Loves Jenifa. I guess it's become so popular because it's on everybody's lips. That's by Funke Akindele. So it's a project that I'm so proud of. It's my proudest project yet. They say you're as good as your last projects. For creatives, that's what it is. If you really want to know how good a creative is, always check their last project. So Funke is somebody that goes all lengths to make sure that excellence is delivered on her projects. I've admired her from afar, even before having the opportunity to work with her on this particular film, and getting a call to be part of this film. Initially, I didn't even know who the producer was. When you get the call, usually there's a lot of things that are hidden until everything is confirmed, and then you get the details. So when I got the call, obviously coming to Nigeria has always been part of the plan, because you have the biggest in Africa. This is definitely the hub of entertainment. Nobody can contest that. So it's been part of the plan, just that I was always looking for an opportunity to enter the right way, and also at a good time. So having done 13 Kinds of Women on Red TV, it was just literally getting there. It was like you just saw the shadows lurking, and you knew that it was just a matter of time and things were going to fall in place. So when I got the call to be part of Everybody Loves Jenifa, I just went all in. So we shot sometime this year, in the middle part of this year. And it was such an experience. Being on set, very challenging. It felt like being in a film school. I've done, quite a number of projects, but it was like I was a new actor all over again. Funke directing and at the same time acting with us, the way she would switch from being a director to an actor, phenomenal. I've never seen, I've never seen somebody, be able to strike a balance so easily, like, just switch so easily like that, and she did it for every single one of us. So this is a behind the scene video on the set. So we have an advanced screening. The movie is out in cinemas on the 13th, starting from Friday, but the advanced screenings happening today and tomorrow in selected cinemas.
And hopefully, perhaps this will, reignite that spark in the partnership between Gollywood and Nollywood, which, was significant some years back in Nigeria and Ghana, where we saw quite a number of Ghanaian actors feature in Nigerian films and, vice versa. But talk to us about this. My question about reflecting on the performance of the Ghanaian industry in the past year is instructive, because there are talks of, diminishing returns because of poor cinema culture in Ghana and other factors. So what are the associations, the relevant producers association in Nigeria and that of Ghana doing to rejig?
So when I talk about, anytime I talk about what the problems or the issues that led us to the point that we were, I always say that those issues are not anything unique. But what I felt was we just couldn't adapt to the change in the trend, because we all knew what the internet did to the film industry. We moved from watching movies on VCDs and DVDs, and then all of a sudden we're watching it on online, right? So at the time, I felt like the stakeholders, that's the producers and then the marketers in Ghana, just didn't want to adapt. It's just like a case of Nokia, BlackBerry, adapting to the change in technology and then allowing iPhone to take over, because they thought that nothing could take them off their seats.
Forever, right?
You know what I mean? So, they're getting used to comfortable in their zone and not being willing to adapt to the times that came was one of the things that hit us so hard. So before we knew it, we were just there, and then nothing was happening. And it's like, when you're in an industry and then also you give so much power is wielded to a select number of people, whatever they do is what becomes, that's what affects everybody else, because it's just like we had a few number of producers who were literally the decision makers through and through. So whatever decisions they took affected us.
So there was free entry and free exit. The economic matters didn't quite play out as they ought to. But I want to bring you away from acting and stuff and talk about the the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria always comes up. I think it's really just tough love. You know, when you love each other so much.
I know. I know.
Like
I
brother,
always say
sister.
that. Yeah.
So what is something you found out about Nigeria or Nigerians that you wish maybe Ghanaians knew, and you're like, really, this is not bad. Yeah. I imagine your short experience, which I imagine is growing now, in Nigeria with Nigerians. What does that open your eyes to? I know you've now tasted the good jollof, and you're now a convert to Nigerian jollof. So I'm not going to ask about that. But what are the other things that you just wish, hey, it's not this bad, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to answer this question, and then that will also answer the final part of what I was going to say with regards to Bukola's question about what we are doing to address, our issues. So when it comes to the issues that we've complained about in the film industry back home, lack of finance, lack of support, I don't think those issues are unique to Ghana. Creatives find these challenges everywhere. I was in Atlanta recently, and then, I visited the Tyler Perry studios, and then I got to speak to, some of the staff there, and then, the issues are real. They're real anyway, but it's just getting up and not allowing yourself to give up. And that's one thing that I find among Nigerians, the can-do spirit, the willingness to wake up every morning regardless of what the challenges are, and just saying, I'm going to do this. That's one of the things that I wish we had as Ghanaians, because if we had that, trust me, the challenges we have back home would be nothing. They're just like an ant, because really, those challenges are faced across the board, and even worse here because of your numbers. So many challenges.
Ouch! Our 200 million.
There you go. And we have just a little over 30 million people in the whole of the country. So whatever challenges we have there, you guys have it times
multiplied by
over six, six. So I'm like, those challenges are nothing, because these people have works. I've been on sets, I've visited sets even before finally getting to work here. I've visited sets where, the generator is on 24/7, and it's like the noise from the generator is emanating so strongly.
Low blow there.
Yet the producer is still able to churn the movie, and I'm like, what is this? How are these guys able to still produce such quality films? So, the guts, the ability to wake up and say, listen, I'm not going to give up regardless of what life throws at me. I'm going to do this. I just wish that we had that a bit more back home.
And you're providing inspiration, with this profound commentary that you're bringing. And those watching you at home will be, challenged. Talk to us about the Ghanaian election before we wrap up on this. And I read that you were hailing President Nana Akufo-Addo.
I was at a point.
Yeah.
So my statement was taken out of context. And you know how it is. I mean, usually when you go into red carpet interviews, they always pick the very juicy lines, and then that is what is carried out. So I've always been an advocate of supporting whatever a candidate presents as a plan. So if you are an electorate, obviously people are they are very discerning. A majority of the people that I know, even though it might not be the majority of the populace, but the majority of people I know are very discerning. And I believe that we need to shift from the place where we're supporting political parties and specific personalities or individuals to supporting plans, ideologies, policies that they present every now and then. If you feel that it's going to work for you and work for the country as a whole, then you vote for it.
It's okay. You have your freedom to choose and not to choose.
Yes. So that was it.
Quickly, Nigerian name. Have you gotten it yet?
Not yet. Which one would you give me? Which one would you give me today? Kayode? Really? I hear I look Igbo.
That's my name,
that's
right?
Your name? Okay.
So if you look Igbo, we'll give you Kamsi or Ikechukwu.
Oh, Ikechukwu. What does that mean? What does Ikechukwu mean?
There's God.
Okay.
Which is Chukwu. This is the point. This is God's power. It means God's power.
Okay, God's power.
Thanks to my director here.
Thank you for that divine intervention.
Right.
All right, thank you so much. We've had an awesome time conversing with you. We've been speaking with Harold Amenyah.
It's a very typical Ghanaian name. So
Amenyah.
I like that.
Yeah. We love the way you Ghanaians speak. I've heard generator.
Okay.
Guts.
Instead of generator.
Yeah.
Ouch. What does Amenyah mean, by the way?
Amenyah means somebody knows.
Somebody knows.
Beautiful. Somebody knows.
Amazing. Ghanaian actor Harold Amenyah. thank you for your time on the Morning Brief.
Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, we're not quite done with Ghana yet. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We're gonna show you.
Yeah.